This video I want to be explaining the difference between good debt and bad debt and how it can really affect you and help you gain your wealth. So today most people don't know the difference between good debt and bad debt and how it's used, even though debt has been around for ages and people are taught about it briefly in school and work. But most people see it as a really negative thing and don't really know the good sides of debt. But as I've learned, there are loads of benefits to debt and how it can become a very good thing. It's not really the most exciting topic to learn, but once you understand the key, ways on how debt works, it can become a really, really good resource on how to make money, whether it's for real estate or a business. So let's just understand how bad debt is. So bad debt is basically liabilities, basically. So liabilities is basically something that takes money out of your pocket, and obviously an asset is basically something that puts money into your pocket. So yeah, like I said, bad a bad debt is basically a liability. So that could be a car, because I've heard that when you buy a car, you basically lose 20% of its value within the first couple seconds of you buying it. So that immediately, like, it depreciates in value, basically just drops down immediately the second that you buy it. So that's already kind of going down because obviously you have to like pay debt on the car. As time goes on, it's going to cost you more and more money. From debt, of course. So that's a sign of bad debt. That's the same with a house. Unless you're making money from the house, which is obviously real estate investing. But as a normal house, if you're got mortgage on the house, whether it's 15 years mortgage, 30 years mortgage, or whatever, or if it's like a small amount, if you got mortgage on it and you're paying for it and it's taking expense, then it is bad debt because it's obviously a liability. It's not good for you because it's taking money out of your pocket. So that is the plain simple meaning behind bad debt. Now in comes the good debt. The good debt is kind of the complete opposite. It's something that can put money into your pocket over time. So say for real estate, if you invest in a property, obviously you're going to put money on the house, which is going to be obviously mortgage, which will be very expensive. But if you use it properly and if you understand the game of real estate, then that can actually make you a ton of money because obviously houses and properties appreciate in value over years. It takes time, but it will appreciate in value. So therefore, if you have a mortgage, let's say it's, I don't know, 1,000. Let's just go for 1,000, random number. If your mortgage is £1,000, and per week or whatever, and then if you rent it out, and then you're making money on top of it, you're obviously making cash flow. So you're using that debt to your advantage, which is helping you out drastically. And then over the years, once you pay that mortgage off, you're going to be making debt. I mean, not debt. You're going to be making money for free with no charge whatsoever. So there, you're going to be making thousands maybe, and you might even become like a millionaire from doing it. So it really does take time to understand good debt. You have to be really really patient on it, but if you give things time, it will appreciate. Like I said, real estate is probably the best example to give for good debt, because at the start you're going to be in debt, but if you understand finance, understand real estate, then it will end up helping you out, because if you do it correctly, if you get positive cash flow on your properties, get your mortgage paid off, after it you're going to owe the house, you're going to owe the property, so therefore it's going to appreciate and you're going to be making more and more money, because I think I heard something like houses go up 4.57% per year. So therefore you're going to be making more and more money as your properties compound, and that's going to make you millions. On the other hand, if you buy a car, all it's going to do is make less and less money over time. So you have to be really really careful about what you're putting your money into, and what you're going to do with it. And I've heard silly things like people don't want to buy stocks because it's risky, but yet they want to buy a new car. The thing is, like, you've got a chance to make money from stocks. You've got a chance. But if you buy a car, you're gonna lose money on it 100%. So if you're wise up here, you will make money. You will make money. It's just common sense. Buy something that's got a chance, or we buy something that will definitely go down. I'll take the chance any day. Any day. It's worth it. Just be sensible, be careful, and understand what good debt is and bad debt is. And be patient. you're going to probably fail, but that does not mean you give up. You have to keep going. Like, I'm only 17. I'll be honest, I don't have much experience. But it's the knowledge that will get me places. I've got the knowledge. I will get there. Because I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on going. I understand debt. I understand it. Even though I'm 17 years old, I will get there. It's just about time of failing, understanding the game, because more you fail, more you learn. From what Robert Kiyosaki says, the best way to learn is to fail and fail. That's how to make money. So that's the difference between good debt and bad debt. It's very, very simple, but not many people understand it. That's why 1% of the 100 are rich. That's why 99% of the people are getting poorer and poorer, and the rich are getting richer and richer. If you want to understand this game any better, then subscribe and I'll teach you.